Hello everybody, this is Lilla in Hawaii. I'm going to show you another one of my cottage embroideries, and this one has just a melange of techniques, and I thought if you're an embroiderer or you like to experiment with different ideas, this one has a conglomeration. The first thing I did was I kind of printed on the back piece of muslin, which is like that, well, actually, I put that on silk, didn't I? That's right. I printed it on silk, and it was a cottage, part of an English cottage with a doorway, which I always love. And then I appliqued. There was actually a woman standing in the garden, so I sort of accented her and embroidered her. And then to make it look sort of misty and fade into the background, I covered it with some silk organza. Let me see if I can show you that. Yep, see, you can probably see that. Some silk organza, just sort of laid it on there. And then I did a lot of the stitching on top. I didn't put the organza over the whole thing. I wanted to be sort of shrouded in the background. So then after that, I did some appliques and stitchery, and I did all kinds of, to make tree bark and things, I did sort of chain stitch, and I used 6 strands of embroidery thread a lot and made long stitches. Then I sewed on a lot of seed beads here just to give it some oomph, and a little bit of herringbone, and then sort of a scattered seed stitch here. There's some bead work there, and what else? Her hair is French knots, and then I accented the window with some straight stitches, and the doorway actually as well. And then I also embroidered this area just on top with very fine thread, just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. But the interesting thing that I experimented with, I think, on this was embroidering with 6-strand embroidery floss on dissolvable fabric, wash away fabric. In other words, I just put the dissolvable, I think it's called Solvi, most of it, and I embroidered the flowers on there. You had to make sure that the flowers were all connected in the middle, because once you washed away the Solvi, they'd all fall apart if not. So these are all freestanding, but done with 6 strands of embroidery floss. All of these, the blue and the orange colors and the yellows, they're all done that way. And then I removed the Solvi, let it dry, and then I hand stitched in the center just to applique them on. And then I also added some daisies and French knots up here that were not done that way, and then some other kinds of larkspur and so forth I did with just straight stitches. Some more beadwork, I felt like that needed that. Down here there's some various sizes of beads, but mostly seed beads. And then the path I accented with some scrunched up fibers and torn bits of lace and so forth. And I think that's probably about all I can show you. But it really is quite lovely. It even if I say so myself. Oh, I'm very modest, aren't I? But really it is. It's one of my favorites. I just like the textures and so forth. It took me quite a while to do it, and I've always, kind of liked it and never known what to do with it. So there it sits. So I'll just show you again how it looks. And as I say, I really did enjoy doing this. It was an experiment, and I was teaching embroidery at the time I did this, and so this was something just to show students as well. We never replicated it. It was kind of tricky to do that, but I've used a lot of these same techniques. I often will overlay shears over fabrics, and actually the background cottage is from a famous English painter back in the 1800s, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name. So anyway, let's see if I can come in closer there. But it's about 11 by 9 in size. And as I said, it's not framed or anything, it's just like that. And I haven't decided what to do, but one of these days I will have to mount it on something and hang it up. Right now I keep it with all my cottage designs and embroideries in a box, and I've got more to show you. So I will once in a while I'll bring out another one and show it to you. This one was done about 10 years ago. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're all doing very well. Bye-bye.